What is up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another toy review. This is a transforming toy. This is the Action Toys Machine Robo series Missiletank Robo. And well, in America we know this as a Gobot. But in Japan, the Gobots were originally this machine robo thing, and I never seen it. Don't know much about it. I got this figure as part of a lot that I bought online, and I figured, why not? I'll just review it. So, again, I know quite a bit about Transformers, but I don't know hardly anything about Gobots, except that they were a competing transforming toy line, and their toys, I mean, they got stomped out by Transformers, so they never really got an opportunity to get good toys like Transformers did over the years as they, progressed. In an alternate world somewhere, like Star Trek Mirror Universe, Gobots stomped out Transformers, and now we have all these interesting Gobots movies coming out and whatnot, and people look at Transformers and all they know are the original G1 season 1 Transformers, and they're like, yeah, these figures kind of suck. These Gobots are so cool. So yeah, I looked at some pictures of the original Missiletank Robo on the internet, and that figure was made in the early 80s, so it kind of sucks. This one was made in the late aughts, mid-teens. I'm not sure exactly when this was made, but it's actually pretty decent. It's very, very lean figure, not a whole lot of actual structural kibble on it. You've got these little flat things hanging off of the arms, but it's not really obtrusively designed in any way. In terms of accessories, he does come with two of these big old missile things. You can attach them onto these tabs on his forearms, or if you prefer, you can attach them onto these tabs on his shoulders. Though that does seem to impede with his posability just a bit. I think they're meant to go on his forearm. Like so. And then he also comes with a little pistol, which is just painted in this gunmetal plastic, or gunmetal gray. And he holds that in either hand just fine. Now, the gun also has little tabs on it, so you can take and plug your missiles into the gun. And so, and again, the flanges on the rockets kind of want to disagree with that, and it's a little bit frustrating, but so yeah, he's got missiles that he can put in places, and he's got a gun that he can hold. And gosh, if this just isn't the most American thing I've ever seen, big old missiles hanging off their arms and yada yada, stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a very American person, but I see America as someone who loves their military and show of force very much. So, he also comes with a pile of stand parts, not like a JoJo stand, but like a display stand. You've got two of these identical parts here that will snap together to make a bigger display area, and then you've got a couple ones like this and a couple ones like this, and I'm not sure exactly how everything is supposed to fit together. I think that there are intended ways of Legoing this all together, but I know that there's stuff in here you've got points here, so if you have an adjoining stand, you can clip them together. So you can just, if you collect the whole line, and I think the line is still going, maybe. At least I've seen releases as recently as a year or two ago. So you can clip them all together and have like a big old thing. I don't know. These guys will plug into a tab like, let me plug this back together so that we get a frame of reference. These guys will plug into a tab like so. And like so. And like so. And like so. But like, you can also plug them crosswise across the front. Like so. So you can have like a little like a maintenance cage or something like that. Whoop. Sorry about that. It's got this little piece here that will plug into the back. And then you've got these ratcheted clicky guys that you can plug one of those in and then plug this strut here. The strut, which by the way also plugs into, it happens to fit precisely between these two ports like so, which suggests that that's a thing. There's also tabs here and tabs here, slots here. I'm not sure offhand if like this slot, this tab, I don't know. There's a tab here on the side, and I think that will tab into, I don't know. They tab together in many ways, like many, many ways. I think they're meant to be like, do whatever you want display stands. But since I just pulled it out of the box to review it, I'm not familiar enough with the stand to know what I even want to do with it, to do what I want. Yeah. But yeah, so you can take these guys and you can plug them all together. And then you can plug this into the back of the figure here on this port. And you can put them in some flying poses, though I don't even know if these guys are supposed to fly or whatnot. So I don't know if that's applicable for this guy. It's actually a fairly stable stand. Of course, it's got some wiggle to it, but I mean, it's made out of stand Legos. And everything's got some wiggle to it. Something I've learned in my years of being a machinist engineer. Everything has wiggle. But anyhow, let's talk about posability, and to do that, let me take off his gun and missiles just so that I don't have anything impeding the posability of the figure itself. His head, I'm just going to slightly more in the center of the frame. His head is on a ball joint, so it'll go side to side, look down, look up, rotate just fine. It's got orange plastic here, but like this front part is painted orange. It's like a different shade of orange, and it's different enough that you can even see it on the camera quite well. It does have some die cast in it. Like part of this assembly here on the, let me use the cold touch technique. These treads here are die cast on both legs. And this part of his chest here is die cast. That's the only die cast that's on this figure. But I don't think that piece is die cast, but it is painted. So that's why that orange doesn't line up. Little red goggles there. Little silver faceplate. But yeah, his head's on a ball joint. His arms are on ball joints. They'll go all the way around, come out for the full tree pose. He's got a bicep swivel here, single joint elbow with quite a bit of bend. swivel on the wrist. This wrist seems to have some wiggle on it. I don't know exactly what the story is there. Oh no, it's on a ball joint. That's why it's got wiggle. Huh. Is this one also on a ball joint? Yes. The wrists are on ball joints, but it's basically just a swivel. He's got a waist joint here, no ab crunch. Legs, the thighs are also on ball joints. They'll go that far forward, that far back. Come out for the full Van Damme. Got a dedicated thigh cut. Single joint for the knee, bends about 90 degrees. Will not hyperextend, so that's actually pretty good design there. And then the ankles, again, are ball joints. They'll go up slightly, down a bit, and rock slightly. All in all, it's not a bad bit of posability. It's not like amazing, but it's not bad at all. And again, I like how just clean this looks. That's a very clean figure. But let's get him transformed up into his Missiletank mode instead of his Missiletank Robo mode. So to do this, you want to take this little flap here, pull that out, rotate this whole thing in towards where the flap was. I do like this little flap, how it like folds up and covers this gap. I like that. It's a clever piece of just one little piece of plastic that covers that up. It's not so hard. Hasbro, is it? No. You can take and kind of flex these shoulders out a little bit, and that will allow you to disconnect the body down. You can fold the front part of the body forwards and the back part of the body backwards. The head will fold about 180 degrees to fold flat against his chest. And then these guys will fold in 90 degrees, and then they'll tab together. And then you can take this little panel here and fold that to close that up, to cover up the forearm. Now for the legs, there's a specific movement in this leg. It took me a while to figure it out, but basically what you want to do is you want to hold the upper and the lower part of the shin and then flex it. And what you're specifically flexing on is this peg right here. You flex on that till it goes like so. And then it will double joint out, and then you'll tab it back into itself. And then you can flex out this other one down here. You really can't start with that lower one. You have to do the upper one. So again, we're going to do that for this one. Flex that. Disconnect the upper part of the leg. Disconnect the lower part of the leg. There you go. Comes out from around that tab. Fold these feet down. And then what you're going to do with this is you're going to fold the legs all the way back and then fold the knee all the way forward. There's a tab here that you got to kind of bend around to tab it into the thigh. This guy here will just kind of sit here. You've got this tab on the back behind the head that will fit into this slot, but it doesn't like tab into that slot. It just kind of homes in on it. Plug that in, connect these together, and then last but not least, you can take the gun and plug it into that port there, and then the knees will actually tab into little circular bosses on the gun itself. And then just give it all a good alignment squeeze. And you can put your missiles on it. You can transform this with the missiles attached and don't have to take them off. I just had them off already when I was doing the posability. And there it is in its tank mode. In its missile tank mode. And it's, I mean, from what I saw of the original toy when I went looking, it looks pretty much like you'd expect. Like it looks like what you would want out of it. This does flex up and down. You do have a turret here. It'll rotate all the way around. No wheels on it, but it's got good paint apps, and I mean, if If you're a fan of Gobots, you probably already know about this line and whatnot. If you're interested in a fun little, fairly inexpensive transforming toy, like, I legitimately recommend this. And I might pick up a few more. I don't know. I like this. But anyhow, yeah, no. Anyhow, that's all I got for this. Everybody, thanks for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya. Bye.